This is your Sunday Write Lab, and I am your guide, Random Guy, with the 999 ASMR Tarot Show. And today we will be visiting the artist Decoded Tarot again, using it for inspiration for the prompts. And if you wish to write with me, please feel free to use the images of these cards as your guide. The individual meanings are not all that important. I can go in and get you a keyword or anything like that if you so desire. But otherwise, what you'll be just doing is just taking the images themselves and using them as the guide to this exercise. Your intuition, what emotions that these cards, these images incite in you. And if you're watching this on the playback, feel free to turn the speed up to 1.25 or 1.5. And if you're watching this right now and you want to participate, you can write a short poem or a short flash fiction story in the chat itself. So let's begin writing with Random Guy on the Sunday afternoon Write Lab. All right, double vision. We wrote about this one last week. I'm just going to start with that poem. A channel by name of Harley, she came up with most of the lines. So, dancing in wildness, ladies of the forest, manifest thoughts, dreams. And this was a different card, actually. This was double vision. You know what? It doesn't matter. We're going to just start right here with this. The Two of Wands. The images is blurry, like double vision, to look at the flowers and what ideas does it instill to you. If you can see, just throw a word out into the chat about what this makes you feel, because that's what it's really about. $1 Million Sigma, it is this is what this is. Sunday Write Laboratory. We are writing, it's writing either poetry or flash fiction. You're welcome to join in the chat. This is what this is about. It is a participatory exercise in writing. So it's a card with an image on it. That's what a tarot card is. But in this case, it is an image to instill an image to spark your imagination, so that if you want to write, if you want to help me to write poems, or you want to write one yourself, you can write along with me in the chat. Okay? I got little Jesus here with me. Jesus and Mary are always with me. So, without much further ado, hi Karen. Okay, all right. So we're just starting with this image here. For you can write along with me in the chat. Don't much think about the, just what the images of the words say. So, double vision, moon, flowers. Oh, Karen. This is how that painting turned out. What do you think? It's almost dry. Okay, all right. So what we're gonna do is, roses. We'll do roses. So let me just come over here. We're gonna do a couple images. We got roses and swords and the sun. Roses, sword, and the sun. Sun in the sky. Now I'm just going to put those right over here for us, if you can see them. And Sedona. What I kind of think about was like the bottom of the sea. Striking fast. Striking fast. You like that sun card? Yeah. Striking fast. Striking fast. Striking fast. Lightning. Striking fast. It lights up the sky. Striking fast, it lights up the sky. A streak, a finger from a stealth bomber in the sky. A finger from the gods. A finger from the gods. Striking fast, it lights up the sky. A finger from the gods, as seen from the ground. A finger from the gods writes fragments of color. Striking fast, maybe, it lights up the sky. A finger from the gods writing fragments of color. Pathways. It lights up the sky. A finger from the gods writing fragments of colors. Pathways into stone. Into stone, earth, earth, into stone, earth, earthen jars. It lights up the sky, a finger from the gods, writing fragments of color, pathways into stone, earthen jars, filled with water. Oh, hi, Carla. Thanks for joining. The sun was high when I went into the garden to smell the roses. I was jerked out of my reverie by a thought like a stealth bomber out. Oh, good, good, good. Carla is someone who's been in one of my writing groups for years and years and years. And is an old friend of mine. So it lights up the sky, a finger from the gods, writing fragments of color, pathways into stone, earthen jars filled with tears. How about that? Okay, let's just go on and move on and do some more. Maybe we'll start here with this one. The sun in the sky. Opposite with the sun, the moon, the sun and the moon. The sun and the moon. Filled with tears. We can do that. It can be that way, Carla, or it can be that, yeah, exactly, or you come up with your own. It's just really, I don't have any rules here. But if we want to do it like a cope, why don't we do the next one, that one? Would you like to come up with the first line? Would you like to come up with the first line, Carla? In the sun, the moon? And then maybe Karen can come up with the second line with the sun, the moon. So why don't you work on a line, Karen, and then I'll work on a line, and then we'll all write them all down and we'll put it together. Oh, that's what that is that one person starts by writing a line, and then they pass it on to the next person, and they write the next line, and then you pass it on to the next person, and they write the next line, and then it goes all together. Hello, Vivian. Okay, so the moon was being chased off by the sun. The moon was chased by the sun. So it's gonna, hello, Vivian. So the moon was being chased by the sun. So maybe instead of a poem, we're looking at this has the flavor of being like a flash fiction piece. So the moon was chased by the sun, and I'll write a line here. Around the room. Around the room. The moon was chased by the sun around the room. Around the room. A boy, a child, rode a donkey in a field of wild flowers. So then its stark rays, drying the night dew off blades of grass. Okay, we need another line here. So the moon was chased by the sun around the room. A child rode a donkey in a field of wildflowers, its stark rays drying the night dew off the grass. Elements exposed. Elements exposed by moon beams refracting around the earth. Elements exposed by moonbeams refracting off around the earth. We need, how do we finish this? Another line or two. So if you're just, for the algorithm, maybe another piece of another prompt. I'll just go with another one here. A traveler passed by laden down by goods from a far away land. The moon was chased by the sun around the room. A child rode a donkey in a field of wildflowers, its dark rays drying the night dew off blades of grass. Elements exposed by the moonbeams refracted around the earth. A traveler passed by laden down by goods from a far away land. Crystal pyramids. Pyramids sparkle in his hands. Yeah, so there we go. That's good. Thank you for the idea, Carla. I forgot about that method of writing. The exquisite copes. Maybe it needs one more land. A traveler passed by, laden down by goods from a faraway land. Crystal pyramids sparkle in his hand. Money exchanges. Money exchanges after a heated haggling after a heated haggling. The parent of the child rides off, smiling for brokering a good deal. Okay, there's the story. You're welcome. So I'll read the whole story as we come up with here. The moon was chased by the sun around the room. A child rode a donkey in a field of wildflowers, its stark rays drying the night dew off the blades of grass. Elements exposed by moonbeams refracted around the earth. A traveler passed by, laden down by goods from a far-away land. Crystal pyramids sparkle in his hands. Yeah. Crystal pyramids sparkle in his hands. Money exchanges after a heated haggling. The child rides off smiling for brokering a good deal. Yeah. Ain't that the truth of it all? All right, so we'll just kind of pick these up. We'll start with this one here. We'll go with this one. A penny saved is a penny earned. Yeah. All right. Pyramids show how fiery nights can survive harsh elements. He is less dead now. Okay. Okay. Give me some more, and I'll put together give me a couple more ideas here, and then we'll put together a cut up poem here. Less dead. Oh, okay, something you learn in astrology. So we start with he is less dead. He is less dead. That's this guy. Oh, yes, exactly. He is less dead. The soldier from the soldier. How do you spell soldier? I can't spell today. Actually, I can never spell. Soldier. S-O. Soldier. Okay, thank you, Karen. S-O-L-D. I had it right. I-E-R. He was less dead. The soldier from 1863. From 1863. It was like yesterday, more fresh than Jesus, more fresh than Jesus in the tomb. It was yesterday. It happened yesterday. It happened yesterday. He was less dead, the soldier from 1863, more fresh than Jesus in the tomb. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from the sky, fell from the sky. Well, maybe from clouds. Swords fell from storm clouds. How about that? Less cliche. Swords fell from storm clouds. He is less dead, the soldier from 1863, more fresh than Jesus in the tomb. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from storm clouds. Storm clouds. The year was 1755. It was 1755. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from storm clouds. Piercing. Cardinal fire initiates burning bushes. Storm clouds. Cardinal fire initiates. How about ignites? Cardinal fire ignites. Ideas connecting to your own. Initiates burning or ignites burning bushes. Ideas connecting to my own. So he is less dead, the soldier from 1863, more fresh than Jesus in the tomb. It happened yesterday. The year was 1755. Swords fell from storm clouds. Cardinal fire ignites burning bushes. Ideas connecting to my own. Too hot to handle. To my own. Too hot to handle. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from storm clouds. Too hot to handle. Piercing. The soldiers. Piercing the soldier. through the back, through the back, piercing the soldier into the back, piercing the soldier, nailing feet to the earth. How about that? There's something there. Maybe we can edit this into something else. He is less dead, more fresh than Jesus in the tomb. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from storm clouds yesterday. It happened yesterday. Swords fell from storm clouds. Cardinal fire, the color of cardinal fire. Igniting burning bushes. Ideas connecting to me. Too hot to handle. Piercing the body, piercing the body, nailing it to the earth. He was less dead. He was less dead. The soldier in the green coat, more fresh than Jesus, laying in the tomb than Jesus, more fresh than Jesus. I'm going to change laying to from more fresh than Jesus, rising up from slumber, rising up from slumber in the tomb, Cardinal fire ignites burning bushes. Cardinal fire ignites bushes, bursting into flames, to connecting ideas, to my own, connecting ideas to my own, He was less dead, the soldier in the green coat, more fresh than Jesus, rising up from slumber in the tomb. Cardinal fire ignites bushes, bursting into flames, connecting ideas to my own, too hot to handle, too hot to handle, in the womb, swords fall from storm clouds, piercing, a body, nailing it to the earth. How about that? Well, hello, Jeff. Welcome. Swords fell like a storm. Swords fell from storm clouds. Swords fall like a storm. Yeah, I like that actually. I like that better. Swords fell like a storm, piercing the body, nailing it to the earth. Oh, good. All right, so let's go on. Let's just move on to another set of cards. So I'm just sort of... So here's this one. Guy in the desert. Guy looking at the mountains, followed by tiki torches. And then piercing my body. Piercing a body or piercing my body? Okay. Piercing my body. My body. Nailing it to the earth. So I'll just go read over that. He was less dead than yesterday. He was less dead than yesterday. The soldier in green, more fresh than Jesus rising up from slumber in the tomb. Cardinal fire ignites bushes, bursting into flames, connecting ideas to my own. Too hot to handle in the womb. Swords fall like a storm, piercing my body, nailing it to the earth. Okay, that's good. Than yesterday. He was less dead than yesterday. He was less dead than yesterday. So, can move on. We got another guy in the desert, a guy in the mountains surrounded by tiki torches, and let's see. Let me find something else. An action. And then we got this action here. And the action is this. This is the action. So we got a guy in the desert surrounded by earth tones and so forth. Guy in the mountains staring at his tiki torches. And then a guy on a white horse. A person on a white horse. It could be anybody. Horses, actually. It looks like it's more than one horse. There's ghosts. Apocalyptic. Okay. revealed, the revelation, uncovering. So the word that Jeff put down is grains of sand through battered toes. Battered, not tattered. Battered toes. Pushing grains of sand through battered toes. Battered toes. Pushing grains of sand through battered toes. A hammer. A hammer falls. Falls. A hammer falls. What else? Okay. Marching into madness. Marching into madness. Torches held high. Torches held high. So pushing grains of sand through battered toes, a hammer falls, marching into madness, torches held high. The desert sand, desert sand stings the eyes. A storm uncovers. A storm uncovers a mystery buried for a million years. A millennium. Buried for a storm uncovers a mystery buried for buried since buried before the pyramids were born. Okay, so that's Jeff's. You like that? So let me read it. So this is Jeff's word that he introduced into the chat. I don't know if he's still here. Apocalyptic, and apocalyptic means to uncover, to reveal. And so you have maybe pushing grains of sand through battered toes. don't know about that word. So if we were to rewrite this, so not only is it just writing, it's also an exercise in editing too, which we all need. So if anybody is new listening in, this is just going through the process of writing. Pushing grains of sand through battered toes. Oh, I get the feeling. So your foot steps down in the sand, and the grains of sand get pushed up between the toes. Okay, so it really needs a line right before that. That's why that word didn't quite. Running. I think I know how to do this. Running. Feet hammer. Running. Feet hammer the sand. Feet hammer the sand. Pushing hot grains through through battered toes. The hammer falls again, marching into madness. Running, feet hammer the sand, pushing hot grains through. Oh, okay. So we just made it more visual here. Running, feet hammer the sand, pushing hot grains through battered toes. Running, feet hammer the sand, pushing hot grains through battered toes. A column of soldiers march. Column, C-O-L. Column of warriors march. Column of warriors march, holding torches high. Torches held high. Illuminating column, C-O-L-U-M-N. Yeah. A column of warriors march, torches held high, illuminating the twilight sand, illuminating twilight dunes, illuminating twilight dunes. Desert sand, Desert sand stings into naked eyes. Stings into naked eyes. Desert sand stings into naked eyes. A storm, a sandstorm, shimmering like a mirage. Shimmering like a mirage. Lose the into. Sting. Oh, yeah, you're right. That works better. Thank you, Carla. Desert sand stings naked eyes. Shimmering images. Hello, Mary. I haven't seen you for a while. Shimmering. How about instead of like a mirage, shimmering into a mirage? I think that a line needs to go in before this shimmering into a mirage. A white horse rides, a white horse gallops across the ridge, shimmering. Well, thank you, Karen, for thank you for hanging out with me today and last night as well. And have fun in your astrology class. Bye bye. Shimmering into a mirage. The wind shimmering into a mirage, uncovering a mystery buried by time. Okay, so there it is. I'm going to read it one more time, and then we'll just move on to the next one. Mirage shimmer. So white horse gallops across the ridge. Mirage shimmer. Mirage shiver. Shimmering into a mirage, or a mirage shimmers. Okay, I see. I see what you're talking about. A mirage shimmers. shimmers. A mirage shimmers, uncovering a mystery buried by time. Well, that works too. Running, feet hammer into the sand, pushing. No? Okay. All right, all right. A shimmering mirage. A shimmering mirage uncovers that's not spelled right. So we didn't have this running, feet hammer the sand, pushing hot grains through battered toes. A column of warriors march, torches held high, illuminating twilight dunes. Desert sand stings naked eyes. A white horse gallops across the ridge. A shimmering mirage uncovers a mystery buried by time. So that's good. That's a good one. I like that. Thank you. So let's just try one more, and then we're going to call it quits for the day. I'll just pull out a couple more images here. We'll just take a minute random. No, I don't want that one, but this one here. Oh, hello. Right. You're from Twisted Your Nuts. You're from Colorado, right? If I remember right. Arizona. Okay. It was someone else who was from Colorado. So these are 3 elements for a little poem or story. You know, I have your poem that we worked on the other night. I think it was you. So here it is. Here it is. Every 17th word. A card informs creating hosts, one's overall beliefs donated, started, start. All are great elements, such components, soil grown, accommodating states of being on the bright side, attitudes, an apple, escape knowledge, a clinical review of another prime realm. So that was yours. All right, so we're going to just do one more here, and thank you for joining in. And do, so like 3 more elements of a story. 1, 2, 3. So it doesn't really, I'm not adhering to, in this exercise, I'm not exactly adhering to what the meanings of the cards are specifically, just looking at the images and what the images sort of inspire, if they inspire anything at all. That's what this is all about. And so, in case somebody's just joining, that's the call to action. Okay. Let's just take a look at these images here. Okay, what the images is there is a guy floating in the clouds, or is going from one reality to another in the sky. So it looks like it's a very abstract image, and so a guy who's walking in the clouds. A guy walking in the clouds, or a person walking in the clouds. And this is a person on the desert, or on a it's sunset, sunrise, looking out at a at the mountains in the desert. And then these are two people walking hand in hand, perhaps in love, perhaps not, partners, balanced together in color. How about that? Is that enough to go by? Maybe we start with that image here, and then it goes to the head in the clouds, followed by something more grounded, more. I lift my gaze to the sky. I see two souls bound. Okay. I lift my gaze to the sky. Two souls bound. Two souls bound. Two souls bound. Holding hands. Holding hands. Lifting my gaze to the sky, two souls bound, holding hands. Blue sky, hope. Love, holding hands. Love, shackled. Love shackled together. Love shackled. Walking together. Walking. Let's just run this down to. I feel like it needs a love shackled. Walking together. Walking together. One idea for a time, in one idea. For a time. Hope pushes in. Hope. Dreams. Hope. Dreams. Walking together in one idea for a time. Hopes and dreams push into a mind. Eternity. All eternity. All eternity for the next idea. The past. Creeps behind each changing their view of the future, keeping them in the past. So, okay, there's separating their horizon. This is good. So there's, maybe we edit this together and then we might, okay. Love, holding hands, love shackled. Two souls bound, holding hands, love shackled, walking together. I'm going to just scratch that. Eternity for the next idea. Separating the horizon. Entanglement. Entangled into, I think I got it here. I am entangled in eternity, giving birth to a new idea. How about that? Let me just try a little simple rewrite here, because I think that is, to me, seems like a last line. Lifting my gaze up into the blue. Lifting my gaze into the vast blueness above. Two souls. Okay. Two souls. Two souls merge into one. Bound, holding hands shackled, holding hands shackled by love, walking together through starlit paths, through starlit paths, writing one idea, writing their ideas, walking together through starlit paths, an idea, their ideas become lifting my gaze into the vast blueness above. Two souls merge into one, bound, holding hands, shackled by love, walking together through starlit paths, heads in the sky, ideations for a time. I'm really tripped up by this line over here, walking together in one idea for a time. Walking together through, well, I'm going to just put this in, walking together in one idea. And that's not how I spell idea. IDEA. Walking together in one idea for a moment, for a time. The past creeps, past creeps up behind them, changing their view of their view of the future. Binding them into the past. Binding them into the past. Their horizon separates. Their horizon separates into two paths. Entangled into eternity, giving birth to a new universe of ideas. How about that? Binding them into the past, their horizon separates into two paths. Entangled into eternity, giving birth to a new universe of ideas. In sync, but to always and never be one. Okay. Always and never be one in sync. Okay. All right. I'm gonna end this thing just right after I finish this poem here. And then always and never be one in sync. So that's by Carla and Twisted Your Nuts. How about that? A poem by Carla and Twisted Your Nuts. And I'll just read through it again. Lifting my gaze into the blueness above, two souls merge into one, bound, holding hands, shackled by love, walking together in one idea for a time. The past creeps up behind them, changing their views of the future, binding them into the past. Their horizon separates into two paths, entangled into eternity, giving birth to a new universe of ideas, always and never be one in sync. Okay, there we go. Thank you guys very much. Thank you, Twisted Your Nuts. Thank you, Carla, for joining me this afternoon. Thank you, Care Bear, Bard of the Cars, and Tarot Ask Backwards for popping in, for Vivian, and for Mary for dropping in for a moment, and for everybody else. And we'll see you next Sunday for the next Sunday Right Lab on the 999 ASMR Tarot Show. And we will come back to this same deck of cards and mine it for inspiration. And so I'm going to, yes, and thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And as we go along doing this more, it'll be easier and easier to do this in the chat. I suppose, I know it's possible that I can bring a second person into this live stream as well through the YouTube app, but that requires some advanced planning to do that. And so, but anyways, that's all we got. And so have a great afternoon and happy 4th of July coming up this Thursday. And I guess that means it's a short work week. And so I'm just going to cut it off and say bye-bye. And thank you very much for today. Blessings and blessings to you. Bye-bye.